Ian, a very different backdrop to our last post-match interview, but the most important question is always, what was your view of the 90?
Yeah, night and day from Wednesday night, for a lot of reasons. I felt over the piece of the game we huffed and puffed quite a lot. We couldn't get our flair players, if you like, into the game as much as we liked. We weren't as high a line at the back as we'd hoped for and tried to be, and that knock-on effect to the rest of the team was pretty big with the way we play. So the full-backs weren't high enough, centre halves were a bit slow in the ball, which in turn frustrates the midfield and the strikers. And then once we did, not many times, but at times managed to get the ball into them, and our strikers' quality wasn't quite there today, and we weren't as sharp as I hoped we'd be.
Is that the most disappointing feature? Is really about how the kind of direction from within the dressing room translated onto the park itself?
Yeah, it was frustrating to say the least in terms of how slow we were with the ball today. Really, really slow. When you're playing against a team in that formation who are compact, you've got to move it quick. We've seen it at the back. We were far too many touches. Yes, the movement in front wasn't good enough, but also we need to recognise the game. They were up against us. When they went into their shape, they went man for man on us, and that's when we have to maybe go just a wee bit longer for 10-15 minutes and turn them and make sure that the long balls are good enough for our strikers to chase down, and then we earn the right to play the game. Today we didn't get any of that in the first half. We were really poor, I felt, and we're fortunate maybe to be 1-1 at half time, because Dale Carrick's had a great chance to open the scoring for Stirling. We scored a really good goal on the positive side of it, but over the piece I don't feel we're unlucky. I don't feel that we deserve to win the game.
What was the missing ingredient in terms of being able to grab the game by the scruff of the neck when it was slipping past us?
Yeah, again, a couple of things. Far too slow at the back, far too nice as a team. The physical side of it, you've seen their goal. It was, people can argue it's a free kick. It might have been, it might not have been, but ultimately we got pushed off the ball, and they've punished us for it. And it's something that I've felt since I came here. We're very nice and we're very comfortable, and that ain't going to work. It doesn't work in any league, and it is not going to work in the Championship. So we need to get the boys toughened up a little bit, and they have to realise what physical contact is part of football. It doesn't always have to be over the top, but you're going to teams are not. I said it after coming south. Teams aren't going to come here and just let us play. They're going to come after us, and we didn't handle that at all well today.
I was going to ask you about key decisions. I think there was a strong penalty claim, but alongside the kind of potential foul leading up to the equaliser. But the key point is that Stirling Albion kept playing there, and we kind of look towards the referee. Is that something that obviously will give you frustration?
Yeah, you expect nothing. It's the oldest cliche in the book: play the whistle. You're taught that at 6-7 years old. We just stopped and we thought it was a free kick. At the time, I wasn't 100% sure. Watching it back, I'm still not sure it was a free kick. I'd be disappointed if it was given against ourselves. I just felt we were lacklustre all over the park. We never got the ball back quick enough, and we didn't embrace the physical challenge. And we have to get to the mindset where we do like it and we enjoy it, and we want to show teams how strong we can be, because that is what the Championship is all about. We're going to have to earn the right to play nice football, and it takes time. It might take half an hour, it might take 45, but I felt over the piece of the game that we got roughed up a little bit and we didn't handle it at all well.
You mentioned the defence a number of times there. I'm also struck with one of the most unusual defences that we've ever had actually ended the game. I mean, it obviously tells you about the need to be screaming out for more depth there. What was your own view of the options that you had? Yeah,
we were just trying to go and win the game as well, so we had to take a few boys off and do a makeshift defence. I actually thought they'd done okay. Very strong penalty claim at the end for Stirling as well, but I've not seen it back, but it was a strong one. I'd be screaming for it myself. We know we do, and we're working very hard to do that. It's very difficult to get players in. Every manager says the same thing, and supporters are probably sick of hearing it, but it is difficult. There's lots of circumstances around players being available, and if they are available, do they want to come, and all this stuff. So we are working. We hope to have some positive news this week on that. We know the areas that we're short in, which is defence and strikers, and sometimes a performance can kick you on a little bit in terms of reinforcing your first thoughts of what you need, and today was certainly one of those performances where I felt we need to be quicker on the ball at the back, and we need strikers that can handle physical presence.
You mentioned physical presence. I wonder if you've seen my list of questions, because it certainly was a firmly played game. How were the bumps and bruises?
Yeah, fine. Obviously Jamie took one in the first half. He's recovered well. Ethan's slightly different. We'll check on him tomorrow morning. He came off because he had an injury. That was the only reason. But that's football. It's not you're going to get knocks, you're going to get injuries. It's about can you play through them, and if not, of course we fully respect that, and you come off and we get you recovered as quick as we can. But yeah, frustrating afternoon for us, disappointing afternoon for us. But now it's up to myself and Scott to go and get players and work out what ones will fit this team the best, and then move on to the next game now at Dumbarton. But in this cup, you rarely get through games when you draw at home against a lower league opposition, and then you also lose the bonus points. So it's a real kick in the teeth for us as a team and as a football club, and we have to recover.
A real kick in the teeth. It can only be kind of nullified by going away and getting positive results against Dumbarton, and then Aberdeen next Sunday. A bit of a mountain to climb, but how do you regroup the guys from here?
Oh, that's not a big problem. The players will recover in time for Tuesday night, but they need to put in a performance now. Players are playing for their positions. It's that simple, because we won't dig anybody out, and it's a team game, and we're all thriving to be successful and be together. But some players have done their chances not great today in terms of showing us that they can handle a little bit of pressure, showing that they can handle a little bit of expectation, and also showing us that sometimes the quality is maybe not as high as we think it is. And it was a disappointing afternoon for the players. They're hurting as much as I am, and I hope as much as the supporters are, because they've been great to us since we've came in. But it's shown everybody that there's a long way to go and there's not a lot of time.
First game on the road for the team and indeed for us supporters at Dumbarton. What are we expecting there? Have you had a chance to look at their squad and their performance?
Well, they had a great win today. Obviously they were a very disappointing result against Stirling, and then went up to Pittodrie and done okay by all accounts. Good win at Peterhead this afternoon. Dumbarton will be very tough. They'll be very much like Stirling Albion. They'll be compact, they'll be aggressive, they'll be relishing the opportunity to play against our boys, and that's what we have to handle. We have to go down there and show that we're in Championship for a reason and they're in League Two, because in today's evidence I didn't see that. So the challenge is thrown down to the players. How do you respond? Can you show better quality, be a bit more ruthless, and it'll sort out who's coming with us and who's not.
Thanks very much, Ian. We'll catch up with you after the game on Tuesday night.
Thank you.